Hello bookworms! Today I'm here with a news and stuff video. I thought that it would be a good time for all of us to have some good news in our lives with everything going on. I hope that everyone is okay. It's been really crazy here in New York City, so I've just kind of been looking to things that I can be excited about in the future because I know that things will get better. It's just a matter of time. That's essentially the inspiration of this video. So it's kind of on the shorter and sweeter side since there hasn't been a ton that's really been announced during this whole weird quarantine period of life, but the things that have been announced are exciting and worth looking forward to. So the first thing, and one of the most exciting things in my opinion, is that Viz Media announced that they are going to be publishing a 4-volume adaptation of Fangirl by Rowell. I'm so excited for this. The story is being adapted by Sam Maggs, who is a writer that I love, and it's going to have art by Gabby Nam. The cover image that they've released so far is so beautiful, and the first volume is going to be coming out in October of this year. I'm really hoping that they'll release them kind of close together, and there's going to be some new elements to the story, and I know that Rainbow has been really overseeing Sam's script, so it's Rainbow approved. Two creators that I really love getting published at Viz Media, like mind blown. I'm so excited about this. Then it was just announced yesterday that the Selection series is going to be heading to Netflix. So the Selection has had kind of like a bumpy road on its journey to getting an adaptation. There was a pilot that was made for the CW. I think there were actually like 2 pilots that were made for the CW and it got passed over both times, but now it's finally official. It's getting adapted into a movie, and the movie is going to focus on the first book in the Selection series. They already have a director for the project, and Netflix seems to be really good about following through on the adaptations that they announce, so I'm really excited that this is finally happening because I think that this will just be such an entertaining adaptation. There's no release date or anything just yet, but I'm really hopeful that we'll see it within the next like 1 to 2 years. Next, Disney announced 2 new series in the works, and both of them sound really good. The first one is called The Queen's Council, and it's a historical fiction series following Disney princesses. The first book is called Rebel Rose, and it's by Emma Thuralt. This one's going to star Belle, and it takes place in Paris during the French Revolution. And the reason that Belle finds herself there is because after breaking the curse in her small village, she's kind of gained a lot of notoriety, and she wants to go back to a life of anonymity and just, you know, quiet and enjoying things on her own. So she ends up going to Paris where she will kind of be another face in the crowd. But I believe she gets involved in everything going on with the French Revolution, and it sounds like it's gonna be really good. This first book is coming out on November 11th. Then the other series that Disney is coming out with, which is actually the one that I'm personally more excited for, is The City of Villains. So the first book is actually called City of Villains, and it's by Estelle Laurie. And this one is actually gonna be like a gritty crime series, and they've been saying that it's kind of like Disney meets Gotham, which who knew that was a mashup that I was looking for. Our main character, Mary Elizabeth, is kind of Nancy Drew-esque. She is interning at the Monarch Police Department, and she's so excited when she finally gets put on a really exciting case. So one of the most like prominent businessmen in the city, his daughter has gone missing, and she gets put on to help try to solve the mystery of the disappearance, and then there are a lot more disappearances that start happening. She ends up meeting some fantastical creatures, and then she gets caught in a fight between people who once had magic and then people who will do literally anything to bring that magic back. So far they've said that the series will explore the reimagined origins of Maleficent and Ursula and Captain Hook and a whole bunch of others, but those 3 are like 3 of my favorite Disney villains, so I'm very excited about that. Supposedly the series is going to be a lot darker and moodier than what we typically see from Disney, so it's definitely like a new direction for them. The first book comes out on February 2nd of 2021, but we already have a cover for it, and it is stunning. I really love it. It looks like it would be a panel in a comic book, and it really does have that like gritty feel. I think it is so beautiful, and we can see Maleficent's shadow, and then we also see Ursula's tentacles, and oh, I cannot wait to read this book. Then the covers were revealed for the Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix House editions, and if you're in Australia, New Zealand, or the United Kingdom, if you order through like the Bloomsbury website, you can get this really cool notebook that actually matches like the hardcover of the 5th book. I actually haven't continued collecting these ones because I feel like there's been so many beautiful Harry Potter covers that have been released in recent years years, so I've just been more interested in collecting the other ones as opposed to the house editions. I have a couple of them. I'll probably eventually complete my Ravenclaw collection one day, but it's not really top priority for me at the moment. And these are coming out on June 11th. And then speaking of beautiful Harry Potter books, so Thailand is getting a stunning redesign for the 20th anniversary of the Harry Potter books, and they're being published by Nanmei Books. They're some of the most beautiful Harry Potter covers that I have ever seen. They're gorgeous. The artwork perfectly depicts what's going on within the series. They are illustrated by Apilar, and they are just like a thing of beauty. These will only be available in Thailand and will be in Thai. They're releasing on May 11th of this year, and they're currently up for pre-order on the publisher's website. But let me tell you, the collector in me is really, really hoping that they will have these on like Book Depository or something, because they're just so beautiful. I couldn't even pick a favorite cover because they're all just like so good. Then we have some cover reveals. So Caraval by Stephanie Garber is getting a collector's edition, and we got the cover reveal for this one, and it also has a slipcase. It's so beautiful. I'm so excited about it. I think this is a really stunning edition, and I'm definitely gonna be adding it to my collection. Then we got the cover for Lost Book of the Wait by Cassandra Clare. This is the second book in the Eldest Curses series, so the Magnus and Alec series. I love it. I think it is really beautiful. I like that they went back to the original like feel of the Shadowhunter world. It's unfortunate that the first one has such a different cover, so it doesn't really match. I still think it's really beautiful, and I'm really hoping that Waterstones does another exclusive edition of this one, because then that will be my matching series. And this one is set to release on September 1st. Then we got the cover for The Burning God by R.F. Kuang. This is the third book in the Poppy War series. Still haven't read the Poppy War. I need to do that. Next, we have the cover for A Dance with Fate by Juliette Merlier. This is the second book in the Warrior Bard series, and I'm actually supposed to be reading the first book this month, so I have to get on that. And this one is also coming out on September 1st. And then lastly, we have the cover reveal for The Cousins by Karen M. McManus. This one is coming out on December 1st. This is a new thriller by her, and to be honest, I don't really love the cover of this one. Thriller covers can be kind of hit or miss as it is, but in my opinion, I'm not really a fan of this one, but I'll still read it. Then we found out some new release dates for books, because with everything going on, some things in publishing have been kind of delayed, and some publishers have made the decision to push back the releases of certain books so that their authors will probably have like a better chance of selling more of them and being able to host events and stuff once the world kind of gets back on its feet. So Chasing Lucky by Jen Bennett is now going to be released on November 10th. I actually just read this one. I started reading it, and then 3 hours later they announced that it was getting pushed back, but at that point I was just too invested to stop reading it because it was so good. Then 10 Things That I Hate About Pinky is going to be pushed back to July 21st, which is my birthday week, so I'm okay with this decision. And finally, Where Dreams Descend by Janella Angelis is being pushed back to August 25th, so that's not too much of a delay. And then to make it even more exciting, Wednesday Books has opened up a pre-order campaign, so if you pre-order a copy of Where Dreams Descend, you can also get a really beautiful print that depicts some of the characters within the book. Then it was announced that Jennifer L. Armentrout's Origin series is getting a redesign. So I really dislike these new covers. I think that the original ones were so much better, and they're doing the cover change for the first 2 books and then the third book, which I can't remember when that one's coming out, but that's going to match the new covers, so it's not even going to match the pretty original covers. I think this is such a bad choice. Then it was announced that the Artemis Fowl movie is actually going to be premiering on Disney+, so instead of the planned theatrical release, it's now going to be available to stream on the Disney+ platform. They haven't actually announced the date just yet, but they said that they will do so pretty soon. And the release date for Mulan has also gotten pushed back, so that's now going to be coming out on July 24th, which again, my birthday week. I'm excited. I'm gonna have so many new things to do that week. Then Marvel announced new release dates for almost all of their movies. So as you guys probably know, Black Widow was supposed to come out on May 6th, but obviously with everybody being in quarantine and it not being safe to go out, Marvel has decided to just kind of shift everything back. So the new release date for Black Widow is November 6th. And essentially Black Widow is taking over the release date when the Eternals was supposed to come out. So because of that, Eternals is now going to be coming out on February 12th, 2021, which was the release date of Shang-Chi. Now Shang-Chi will be coming out on May 7th, 2021, taking over Doctor Strange 2's release release date. Doctor Strange 2 has now been moved to November 5th, 2021, taking over Thor Love and Thunder's release date. Thor will now come out on February 18th of 2022, and the only movie that seemed to be untouched was Black Panther 2. That's still planned and scheduled for its original release date, which was May 8th of 2022. And they also gave a release date to Captain Marvel 2. That one's going to be coming out on July 8th, 2022. So basically everything's just kind of being shifted, but the Disney Plus Marvel TV series don't seem to be impacted just yet. A lot of them are actually done filming, so they're still going to release as planned, thankfully. Then Viz Media announced that they're going to be releasing some Super Mario manga, which I'm really excited about. There are currently 55 volumes of Super Mario manga in Japan. They're not going to be translating and releasing each volume in English. They are going to be releasing a collection of hand-picked stories by the author, and it's a collection that was originally released in Japan in 2016, so now that's getting an English translation, and it's going to be coming out in late 2020. It was also announced that BioShock is coming to the Nintendo Switch, and I'm really excited. They're releasing the entire collection, so all 3 games will be on the Switch. I have definitely already pre-ordered those. I cannot wait for those to come out. Andrew and I played a little bit of the first BioShock, like actually a good amount of it, but I'm horrible at PlayStation controls, and the Nintendo Switch just really works for me, so I'm so excited to finally get to play these games on a console that I love. Then it was announced that Tokyo Mew Mew is getting a new anime. It's actually going to be entitled Tokyo Mew Mew New. There's not too much that's known yet, except for the fact that it is happening, and they're currently auditioning voice actors and actresses for the series. And DC released a new poster for Stargirl, which is set to premiere on the CW on May 19th. I'm pretty excited about this. I like Stargirl, and I'm curious to see what her show is going to be like. I kind of gave up on a lot of the CW superhero shows because it just got to be an overwhelming amount of them and it was too much to keep up with, but I'm excited to see a female-led one, and I'm definitely going to give this one a shot, especially because like just judging by this poster, we're going to get a live-action Justice Society, which I think could be really interesting. And then lastly, the creators of Stardew Valley, their company name is Chucklefish. They just released some new screen captures or images from their upcoming game Witchbook, which looks like the cutest game in the entire world, and I cannot wait to play this one. It's basically going to be like a Hogwarts RPG kind of, but like so cute. There's no release date or anything yet. There's not even a release year at this point, but I know that they've been working on this game for years already, and these new screenshots just have me like even more excited for whenever they release this into the world. So that's it. That's all of the news that I have to share for this video. I hope that you guys found something new and something that will help keep you excited and hopeful and just like have something to look forward to, because I know that we could all use good news at the moment. That's all that I have for this video, and I will see you guys soon in a new one. Bye!